Hello everyone and welcome to 360 for All, my show on aVRjourney channel. I am Cécile Eskenazi, I'm your host, and today I'm going to talk about how to shoot a 360 degree video. 360 degree video or 360 video, it's the same thing. And what are they? So you might have seen those on your Facebook feed or maybe on YouTube. Those are the videos in which you can navigate. So the viewer can actually choose their point of view and they can look around. So if you're using your phone, you can just take your phone and view your video and then move around, and then the image will move with it. Or you can swipe with your fingers and navigate like that. So if you're on your computer, you can use your mouse to navigate in the same way, move around, look up, look down, look everywhere. But the ultimate experience is to use one of those. So this is Google Cardboard. This is the very basic VR experience. It's a virtual reality. I don't even know if we call this one a headset, but it's very cheap. It's about $15, and you stick your phone in it, and then you can actually view your videos and then look around, really feeling as if you were inside the shot, basically. There's some headsets which are much better. They're also much more expensive, so decide how much you want to spend on it. But you can also view those 360 degree videos on your phone or on your computer. So now, how do you shoot those, which is really what we're talking about today. So how do you create one of those? We're really lucky because today it's become really cheap and really easy to capture a 360 degree video. And not so long ago, you had to be a pro and you had to have what they call camera rigs, or 360 degree camera rigs. And those are actually a set of different cameras assembled together, and they capture, each camera captures part of the scene. And then those footages need to be stitched together with the software on a PC to create the spherical experience that you have in 360 degree videos. You have systems like with 6 GoPros, for example, or up to 16 cameras with the Google Jump camera rig. Now those are really complex, and I wouldn't recommend beginners to start with those because you have to handle all the files, like you have to take all your cards and put them in an order and remember which is which, and then it's really quite complex. But we're really lucky because today, and for the past year or so, there's been on the market several consumer grade 360 degree video cameras, and those are actually quite cheap and they're really easy to use. So I have one of those. I'm using this one. It's the LG 360 cam. It's actually one of the cheapest on the market. So the quality is kind of okay. It's not amazing, but it's sufficient. And I got this one for $99 on Amazon. So it's really, really cheap. Other options include the Ryko Theta S and the Samsung Gear 360, which are around $350. Right now, you might want to look at for some promotions because there's always some discounts. And you also have another good option is from a French startup called Gyroptic, or Gyroptic, probably the Americans would say. And it's their 360 cam, and it's about $500 on the startup's website. So they're called Gyroptic. It's a French startup. Now, once you have one of those, and I will, by the way, I will put the references of the cameras I've mentioned in the show notes. So once you have one of those, how does it work? Basically, you have two ways of taking a 360 degree video with one of those. You can use the camera directly, or you can use your phone as a remote for the camera. So let's look at the first option, to use the camera. This one is really quite simple. There's actually two buttons. This one is the power button, which I'm going to press. And you might hear a sound when it starts. You can see the LEDs blinking, so it's turning on. And then once it's turned on, so that's it's on. And you can see the green LED saying it's available. And I'm showing you this because there's no screen, right? We're used to having screens where there's lots of information. On this one, we have to check the LEDs. It's a bit like Morse code, but it's quite easy. So you have only the power button, and the second button is the shutter button, and it's really simple. So you hold it, you can put it on top of your head, or you hold it like that, and then you press once to take photo. There we go. And then you long press, so you press and hold to take a video. And then you can hear sound saying it started recording video. You can see the red LED blinking, and then when you want to stop filming, you just press again. That's it. Really easy. Now, if you want to do more stuff, I recommend using your phone. So you can download an app. For my camera, it's called the 360 Cam Manager. And you actually need to connect the app with your camera. And it uses Bluetooth for pairing, and then it uses Wi-Fi to connect. So I'm not connected with a direct connection over Wi-Fi, so it doesn't use the your home Wi-Fi, which is good because today I'm down. Damn it, Comcast. I'm waiting for the technician to come, which is good because then I have time to shoot this video. So it looks like this. Hang on just a second. So it's what the app looks like, and you have the settings, you have the gallery, which is where you would see your photos and videos that you've taken, and you have the camera section. And then if you go there, you can see a preview. Sorry about the mess, it's really messy. It's the playroom actually, and I've moved stuff around to be able to shoot this video. Anyway, I'm sure you forgive me. So there you can see there's a camera button, which is just to take photos, and there's the kind of video button to take a video. So I can actually hold it. Actually, I will give you my tip. My number one tip to use 360-degree video camera is to use a tripod or monopod. And I will use that. So I'll remove that cover. By the way, the cover is a really handy hand grip, as you noticed. And I will just stick this in. It's a $20 kind of, I think $20 or so monopod, really cheap. So I put it here, and then you can still see the shutter button. And then with my phone, I will say take a picture. There you go. You can hear the sound. Or I can say take a video. And you can see that the LED is blinking in the same way. So what is pretty cool is that I can actually go out of the room. I'm gonna stop that. I can go out of the room, and then I can take a photo or a video. And then that way I am not in the shot. I'm not going to do that right now because you won't be able to hear me from the next room, but you get the idea. So you can use your phone and your app as a remote control for your camera. It's pretty cool because you can do a lot more stuff. So you can select the different modes. So you have modes for auto, you don't do anything. You have for low light, like to shoot at night, for example. You have mode for indoor shooting, one is for outdoor, one is for sports or live action. You have a timer, and there you go. So you can also decide that you don't want to shoot 360, you want to shoot 180, and then that way you decide if you want to have the front camera or the back camera. And then you can also go from the auto mode to manual, and then you can change shutter speed, ISO, and lots of cool stuff if you're really into photography. You don't have to. If you just want to stick with the basics, they're pretty okay. So that's pretty much all the stuff you can change, and then you can go to the gallery, and then you can view the photos you've taken. And it actually says downloading from 360 Cam, and what it's doing, it's transferring the file from the camera to the phone, and it's not just downloading as it says, it's also stitching. So the mechanism I mentioned earlier with the big camera rig, we still need to do that because it's actually one camera, but it's two cameras basically. So there's two files and they need to be combined together to create this sphere, so that when you view it, and then I can navigate in it. Oh, it was pretty short video. So you can see it's actually a very nice mise en abîme. I have no idea how we say mise en abîme in English, so it's like you're viewing a video of me talking about my video, and anyway. So that's it. So that's how you take a 360-degree video. Pretty simple. So the first thing to do is to pick your camera, and I will post more on that. And once you've picked your camera, you need to go out there and get shooting. So my tip, don't forget, is to get a tripod, a monopod. And the reason why, I haven't mentioned, actually, this is a monopod. The reason why is that, first of all, it will stabilize your video, but also it will prevent you from being tempted of shooting with the camera in your hand and move around really quickly and do fast moves, because that might actually make your viewers sick, and you don't want that. So get one of those. I'll put a reference in the show notes, and go out there and get shooting. Alright, so that's it for today. Thanks very much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel for more 360-degree tips and goodness. And see you soon. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye.